Over 60? These are the 4 worst meats you should never touch, and the 4 best meats you should eat regularly. Think you already know which meats are safe? Think again. Most seniors have no idea that certain meats can silently raise your risk of heart attack, fuel cancer growth, or even damage your memory, all within a few short months. If you're over 60 and still eating meat like you did in your 30s, your body could be on a fast track to disaster. In this video, we're revealing the 4 worst meats to avoid, ranked from least to most harmful, followed by the 4 best meats that can actually help you thrive. Each meat on this list is backed by scientific studies and surprising statistics you've likely never heard before. Stay tuned, because the 1 worst meat was linked to a 56% spike in heart attacks among older adults. And the 1 best meat? It helped rebuild muscle and improve memory by 44%, but almost no one is eating it. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, what's the meat you eat most often? We read and reply to every comment. Now let's start with a shocking statistic. And the first meat you should never touch after 60. 4. Conventional pork sausage. It's a breakfast staple, a holiday favorite, but for seniors, pork sausage is a silent threat. The danger doesn't come from pork alone, but from how it's processed, loaded with preservatives, artificial flavors, and hidden salt. Most store-bought sausage is packed with nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that, once heated or digested, form nitrosamines, chemicals known to cause cancer. Older adults with slower digestion and weaker detox systems are more vulnerable. A 2022 study in BMC Medicine tracked 0 adults over age 60. Seniors who ate processed pork sausage just twice a week had a 22% higher risk of colon cancer and a 16% greater risk of kidney dysfunction. And that's not all. The high sodium content in sausage spikes blood pressure, puts stress on the kidneys, and can cause leg swelling, a common issue among older adults. It's also loaded with saturated fat, which raises LDL cholesterol and speeds up plaque buildup in your arteries. If you're already dealing with high blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes, processed pork sausage becomes a triple threat. Why is it still so popular? Habit and convenience. But if you care about your future health, it's time to make a better choice. Look for unprocessed meats with no nitrates or additives. Craving sausage? Try lean, preservative-free versions made from turkey or chicken and season them yourself. Because after 60, every bite counts. Small swaps now can mean a stronger, healthier future. 3. Deli meats. Processed cold cuts. Deli ham, turkey, roast beef, they're easy, ready to eat, and dangerously misleading. These ultra-processed cold cuts are among the most harmful meats for seniors. Why? They're loaded with salt, sugar, preservatives, and flavor enhancers. One of the worst offenders is sodium nitrite, used to keep meats pink and extend shelf life. But inside your body, it can form nitrosamines, the same cancer-causing compounds found in sausage. A 2020 study in the International Journal of Epidemiology followed 40 seniors. Those who ate cold cuts 4 or more times per week had a 24% higher risk of heart failure and a 19% higher risk of dying from any cause. It's not just the preservatives. Cold cuts often contain phosphates and hidden sugars, which spike blood sugar, stress your kidneys, and worsen blood pressure, especially for seniors with diabetes or hypertension. They also contribute to swelling in the legs and ankles, memory loss, and even cognitive decline due to chronic inflammation and vascular damage. They're convenient, yes, but every bite adds up. To protect your health, limit or eliminate cold cuts. Instead, roast a chicken breast or lean beef at home and slice it yourself. You'll avoid the chemical cocktail while still enjoying a satisfying sandwich without the long-term consequences. 2. Deep-fried chicken, especially fast food. It's a comfort food classic, crispy, golden fried chicken. But for people over 60, it's also a health hazard hiding in plain sight. When chicken is deep-fried in cheap oils and coated in white flour, it becomes a toxic mix of trans fats, advanced glycation end products, AGEs, and acrylamides. A 2020 study in the BMJ followed over 107 women for 20 years. Those who ate fried chicken more than once a week had a 13% higher risk of early death and 12% higher risk of heart-related deaths. The numbers were worse for women over 60. Fast food chains typically use refined corn or soybean oil, high in omega-6 fats that cause systemic inflammation and artery damage. The coating? A blood sugar bomb made from flour, sugar, and salt, adding empty calories and triggering fat gain around the belly. Frying at high temperatures also creates chemicals that age your skin, stiffen your joints, and weaken your arteries. So if you want to live longer, feel better, and reduce inflammation, ditch the deep fryer. Instead, try baking or air frying chicken with olive oil and herbs. It's just as satisfying and far less damaging to your heart, joints, and brain. 1. Skinless, factory-farmed chicken breast. This might surprise you. For years, skinless chicken breast was marketed as the healthiest meat around. But if it's factory-farmed, it could be doing more harm than good. Why? Because of how it's raised and how lean it is. Most supermarket chicken comes from factory farms where birds are fed GMO, corn and soy, antibiotics, and sometimes even arsenic-based additives. These residues end up in the meat. A 2021 Consumer Reports test found over 60% of chicken breasts had antibiotic-resistant bacteria, a huge concern for seniors with weaker immunity. Skinless breast meat is also too low in healthy fats, which your body needs to absorb vitamins D, E, and K, vital for bones, brain, and immune health. Seniors who eat mostly lean white meat often show signs of dry skin, brittle nails, and poor healing. Plus, it spikes blood sugar more than fattier cuts, especially when eaten with carbs like white rice or bread. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate skinless chicken breast 5 or more times per week had higher rates of muscle loss and inflammation, with no cholesterol benefit. So what should you do? Don't quit chicken, but choose pasture-raised or organic, and don't fear the skin in moderation. Rotate in darker cuts like thighs or drumsticks for healthy fat and deeper nutrition. Because at this stage of life, it's not just about eating lean, it's about eating smart. 4 best meats for seniors over 60. Now that we've revealed the 4 meats that could quietly be harming your health, let's flip the script. If you want to rebuild strength, protect your brain, and add healthy years to your life, these are the meats you need on your plate, ranked from good to absolutely life-changing. 4. Grass-fed lamb, a rich source of strength, mobility, and longevity. Lamb isn't just for special occasions or fancy dinners. For seniors, especially those over 60, grass-fed lamb is one of the most powerful meats you can add to your weekly routine. Why? Because it delivers a rare combination of muscle-supporting protein, healthy fats, and vital nutrients that most meats lack. Unlike factory-farmed chicken or pork, lamb that's pasture-raised is naturally higher in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and keep joints healthy. It also contains a rich profile of zinc, B12, selenium, and heme iron, key nutrients for maintaining muscle strength, preventing anemia, and protecting your immune system. A 2020 study in Nutrients followed older adults who ate grass-fed lamb just twice per week. Results showed a 23% improvement in muscle strength and a 15% reduction in inflammation markers compared to those who ate only poultry or processed meats. Lamb is also free from the hormone residues and antibiotic overload you find in many mass-produced meats. And thanks to its B vitamin content, it helps with energy, focus, and immune response, all of which tend to decline with age. To get the full benefit, choose cuts with some marbling, like shoulder or leg. Roast, slow cook, or grill with olive oil, rosemary, and garlic to retain nutrients and flavor. Avoid breaded or fried lamb, and trim excess fat after cooking. Even a few ounces, 2 to 3 times a week, can noticeably improve muscle tone, joint comfort, and energy levels. Lamb isn't just delicious. It's a nutritional powerhouse that deserves a permanent place on your senior menu. 3. Duck, the brain. Boosting poultry with anti-inflammatory power. Most seniors rarely think of duck as a weekly meal, but it might be time to reconsider. Pasture-raised or free-range duck offers a deeper nutritional punch than standard chicken or turkey, And it tastes incredible too. What sets duck apart is its higher levels of heme, iron, selenium, and omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients are essential for brain function, energy production, and protecting your arteries from stiffening with age. In fact, duck has more omega-3s than most poultry, which makes it especially helpful for cognitive function and cardiovascular health. In a 2019 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition, seniors who added duck to their diet twice a week for 6 months saw a 19% improvement in memory and focus, and a 21% decrease in inflammation compared to those who stuck with chicken or beef. What's more, duck fat, when properly rendered, is rich in monounsaturated fats, similar to those found in olive oil. These fats help maintain healthy cholesterol levels and support hormone production. When cooking duck, go for slow roasting to retain moisture and nutrients. Don't skip the skin. It contains fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which seniors often lack. Pair with antioxidant-rich fruits like cherries, oranges, or cranberries for a heart-healthy, flavorful combo. Duck offers bold flavor, brain-friendly fats, and vital nutrients in one satisfying meal. If you're over 60 and want a meat that supports your heart, mind, and joints, duck is a highly underrated choice that deserves a regular spot on your table. 2. Sardines. With bones and skin. The ultimate tiny fish, big benefits, meat. If you're looking for a low-cost, high-impact protein that's almost perfectly designed for senior health, look no further than sardines. Sardines, especially those with bones and skin, deliver bioavailable calcium, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and a complete source of protein, making them a rare superfood in the meat world. They support bone strength, heart rhythm, and even brain clarity, 3 areas that become increasingly important after 60. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, Aging showed that seniors who ate sardines twice per week for 12 weeks saw a 29% increase in bone density and a 32% drop in triglyceride levels, lowering the risk of heart disease. Their omega-3s reduce whole-body inflammation, helping to prevent joint pain, memory loss, and even depression. And because sardines are small and low on the food chain, they carry far less mercury than larger fish like tuna. For best results, eat sardines with bones and skin intact. That's where you get the most calcium, collagen, and vitamin D. Sardines packed in olive oil are a bonus, giving you a heart-healthy fat source in one convenient package. Enjoy them right out of the can. Mash them onto toast, toss them into a salad, or stir them into pasta with lemon and herbs. The flavor might be bold, but so are the benefits. For seniors, sardines are one of the simplest and smartest proteins you can add to your weekly meal plan. 1. Grass-fed beef liver. The most nutrient-dense meat on earth. Finally, the one meat for seniors over 60, grass-fed beef liver. This one often gets overlooked because of its taste or texture, but nothing comes close to its nutrient profile. Beef liver is packed with vitamin A, essential for vision and immunity, vitamin B12, and folate for brain and nerve health, heme iron for energy and oxygen delivery, zinc and copper for immune strength, CoQ10 for cellular energy and heart support. A 2023 clinical trial published in Nutrients placed seniors on a diet with 100 grams of beef liver twice a week for 10 weeks. Results? 44% increase in energy levels, 37% improvement in memory scores, major improvements in iron levels and red blood cell function. The key is proper sourcing and gentle preparation. Always choose grass-fed, pasture-raised liver to avoid harmful hormone or antibiotic residues. Soak the slices in lemon water or milk before cooking to soften the flavor. Then quickly sauté with onions, herbs, and olive oil. Overcooking destroys many nutrients, so cook it lightly. Pair with leafy greens or citrus to boost iron absorption. Not a fan of the taste? Mix small amounts into chili, meatballs, or stew for a nutrient upgrade without the strong flavor. Beef liver isn't just food. It's functional nutrition that supports your brain, heart, bones, and energy in ways no muscle meat ever could. If you want to feel younger, sharper, and stronger, beef liver is the most powerful tool you're probably not using. Final thoughts. Eat smart, age strong. Now you know the 4 meats to avoid and the 4 that can transform your health. Aging doesn't mean giving up meat. It means making smarter, intentional choices every time you eat. Because what's on your plate today shapes how you move, think, and feel tomorrow. So tell us, which meat on this list surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more senior health videos backed by science. Don't let old habits control your future. Let smart nutrition power your next chapter.